What's good? We're back in this thing. Today we're going to be going over the Seddy Hendrinx Run It Up video featuring Herbo, produced by Jetsonmade, and my boy Creative Flow actually did the animations on here. He used my texture pack and came up with some pretty creative ways of using it. It's got that creative flow. So first what we're going to do is just hop into Premiere here, and I'm going to show you the two effects we're going to do, and then I'll hop into Photoshop and do the actual effects. So the first one we got here is this animation. I'll show you how to draw on here and kind of have this effect. I'm just going to do one frame because this does take a while. This dude spent a lot of time on this video. So I'm just going to do one frame and kind of show you how to do it. And then obviously you just replicate that over and over again. And then we're going to go over this effect right here, where there's a cutout, kind of shaky with some tape, and then there's just some paper playing in the background. Oh, also, yeah, the setup's a little bit different. I'm in Arizona with my boy Q. Shout out him. We're going to LA later today. So yeah, hype. Just gotta record this real quick. Alright, so we're just gonna find a frame that similar to where he just did the effect. It's not blurry. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take a screenshot of this and then open it up in Premiere or in Photoshop. What the fuck? How do you open a phone? Also using my MacBook, so this is just absolutely trash. Windows gang. Alright, let's see. Open up this screenshot here, and then what we're going to go ahead and do is just go over to the pen tool and crop out your subject. You probably want to be a little bit more precise than what I'm doing right now, but yeah, this is just for the tutorial, so we're chilling. Alright, so I just went ahead and right clicked and made selection, and then I'm just going to click Control J to duplicate the layer. And then for right now, I'm just going to go to my texture pack. If you want to support the channel, go ahead, click the link in the description, briandalmada.com, and check out my texture pack. Buy that shit! Yeah, you heard the man. And we're going to use the clear tape. That's what he used in the music video. And we're just going to drag on two of the tape things over this. And just kind of tape them on in a unique spot. Got one there, maybe something like right there. And then you can go ahead and file, save this as a PNG. I'm just going to name this like cutout, something easy to find. Save it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and open that cutout in Premiere. And then I just went ahead and cut out his transition. He does it for like 20 frames. So I'm just going to go where I want the transition to start, go back, click 4 times, and hold Shift. That's going to give us 20 frames. Go ahead and drag that, and then go to the last frame where you want it to end. So right here, and then cut it. And then I'm going to go ahead and drag in just like 4 unique paper textures from my pack, the paper textures pack. And then I'm just going to drag them underneath the cutout layer and turn the blending mode to like lighten. And I'm going to go like 3 frames and change each one so it's something different. Every 3 frames it's a new overlay. 2, 3. Make sure you put it on a blending mode. I'm going to use lighten here and just keep on going frame by frame. And for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to have the 3 repeat over and over again. But I'd recommend just using unique ones each time, because there's plenty enough in the pack itself. And then you can see the paper kind of moves in the background. And then I would recommend just putting Sapphire Shake on, but I actually don't have it on my MacBook. So I'm just going to go every 3 frames and then keyframe the motion. So I just click on motion and just drag it somewhere a little bit different. 1, 2, 3. Drag it over here. 1, 2, 3. Drag it up a bit. 3. Drag it down here. 1, 2, 3. Drag it around. 3. Somewhere new. And then on the last frame, I'm just going to reset it to its default position so it goes over the frame where it's going to match up at. And then you can see you already have that. And then I'm also going to, I would just add Sapphire Flicker, but I don't have Flicker. So I'm just going to do HLS color balance, and I'm just going to keyframe the lightness of it every 3 frames to kind of flicker a little bit. Go 2, -1. And you could probably do more intense values or whatever for the effect to look a little bit more noticeable. But I think right now, for the tutorial, I'm just going to do a little less noticeable values. And then if you render this in and out, you have the transition that he just did. I think it's really cool. It's pretty simple to do. And like I said, a lot easier to do if you have Sapphire, because you can then use Sapphire Flicker and Sapphire Shake. But I think it's a pretty similar transition. And we're going to go back into Photoshop and open up another frame and do the second effect. So for that second effect, the drawing one, I'm just going to drag on a texture. black paper and scale it up to fit. And then I'm going to click Control I, and that's going to make it a white layer. And then what I'm going to do is just go to opacity and bring that down a bit so you can see the layer. Create a new layer and go to your paintbrush tool. And then I'll have the pack linked in the description. It's free for Adobe users. I'm going to be using the charcoal out of the Mega Pack and using the charcoal pencil. And then you can just go ahead and outline your subject. He did it pretty thin, so you can just do like little strokes. I'm going to go pretty quick for the sake of the tutorial. Take your time, make it look like whatever you want. And then I forgot to mention, I'm just using like a grayish color, something kind of light that you can have a nice overlay with. And then I'm just going to make another layer, drag it below that one we just used, and use the same brush actually, but we're just going to make it bigger. If you can't see it, make sure your caps lock is turned off. That's why you wouldn't be able to see it. I'm going to drag it to a lighter shade, and then actually we're not going to make it that much bigger, we're just going to make it kind of small. Go ahead and turn the flow all the way down to something like 5. We can actually turn off the background layer now because we're not tracing, and turn the opacity of the whatever up so you can see what you're working with. And then I just do like short kind of strokes to have the same kind of like charcoal look, like it's actually drawn on paper. You can spend more time, obviously. Like I said, we're trying to get this video done pretty quick, so just go ahead and do all of these little strokes here. And then what I'm going to do here is go over to the adjustments section and add a photo filter. Drag it to something like a grayish brown, and then just drag up whatever. That's just going to give it a little bit more of a paper look. And then we can also go ahead and add grain or some noise to the both layers where there's a drawing on. And then I'm also going to add some blur, some Gaussian blur. That's just kind of just like soften it up a little bit and make it look like it's kind of smudged around. It's kind of like contradictory to the noise, but I just think it looks good, so you can go ahead and do that. And then he also went ahead and just added some tape on there too to kind of stay with the same theme. So I'm just going to drag on a layer of tape and just put it on top. And obviously that's a little bit different than what he had in the video. His looks a lot better. I'm sure he spent a lot more time in the video kind of going over this. And then if you want to like blend the two layers, you can just change the opacity kind of how he had so you can see the actual clip in the background. And then obviously just going frame by frame and animating it, or going like every 5 to 10 frames or something. I don't know exactly what he did, but it was definitely a cool effect. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to get as close to as possible in like a short period of time. Definitely if you spend more time, you will get a closer look. I just want to show you the tools and how to do it. Shout out Creative Flow, go follow him on Instagram. The link to that will be in the description. He's a real one for using in this project. I think it's really cool to kind of see it in like a professional project like this. He's definitely killing it. He has a lot of cool music videos out. If you want to support the channel, go over to briandelmata.com and check out my texture pack. Link will be in the description, as well as a playlist of all tutorials that I have on it. If you haven't already, like and comment, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. But yeah guys, that's it for the video. Peace.